Let's see. So we got this tutor energy. We have the tutor or tutor energy. They've been using somebody's supplies to have access to these things, these gifts. So they've been using me as a portal or something like this, right? To get to these gifts with thieves and things like this. All right. Somebody maybe already have this person anchored down this Sarah, maybe Ramsey, something energy here. Okay. This stepsister energy. This stepsister energy. Okay. So we got the Pizzagate people acting like everything is fine. They didn't spend the last 5 years trying to delete their guilt from the system over in the east of the garden. Okay. And then they want to make some oaths, but it's about your works, right? It's about your works. It's not what you say, it's what you do, right? So I believe some woman in the South here is connected to my mature man. He's with an immature woman, meaning somebody that uses these gifts and these things immaturely to anchor people down or keep people anchored down in a spot or to weigh people down. Okay. Now, this is almost like, again, somebody could be doing this if this person was with this Sarah energy or something like this, and they was using some kind of power or some kind of portal with the sun, moon, and whatever this energy is, and these black heels. I don't know if they spliced our energy or they added this person as a entity attachment to me. You know, whoever the little girl is that could have passed away, they could have put an entity attachment on me since I was still going to be walking around, and this girl would have to be assumed to be dead. It could have been an identity swap because the little girl Sarah reminded me of Britney Spears a lot. So they could have sent her off to be a star. What I told y'all, when you talk about sacrificing, this could be sacrificing somebody to the industry. The person that was left behind doesn't always have to be the sacrifice. Okay? The person, I'm going to say that again, the person that's left behind doesn't always have to be the sacrifice. Oh, come on now. I feel like it's amazing the way these people try to use manipulation to make people seem like you're not sane. It's these people are insane. They're being used by something and they come and shoot off at the mouth about these things. I don't care what you say. This is a new era here of these women realizing what has been done and what has been taken from them and refusing to continue to do the same old thing like an idiot and think that they're going to get something out of family, people, some type of situation when it's using their energy. If somebody created you to be a ruler or one of the richest people in the world, and people have manipulated it so you be one of the least accountable people by their own. These are mentally insane people or unstable people that make it seem like people that's solidly sound, that's not doing it. Doesn't matter about. I would rather be somebody sitting here not doing nothing and not hurting people and using my energy to clear out things, or using my energy for people to come to me to clear out their energy if they're deserving of it, than to be somebody that's going out here terrorizing people and then acting like I'm not doing it by hiding my hands, throwing stones and hiding my hands, or getting people wrapped up in the situations. Yes, I sit there and watch, but I just call things out. You don't see me trying to find out what these people's address is and go talk to them. I have a sense of knowing, and I'm speaking about what I know, what God is telling me, what I see, and what is going on or what has gone on. Right? So, so I'm not going out here doing anything extra. If these people don't want to be looked at, you know how many millions of people, when somebody gets a millions of viewers, you know how many millions of people is looking at you and thinking all kind of crazy things. I'm just able to see through some of the things that you speak. Just like you want me to speak in my home and you want to chop up my words and make it seem like I'm saying something or doing something that I'm not. You put something on public display and I'm looking at it, and my intel can wash out the filth from around what you're really saying and tell people what you're really talking about on your channel. And you don't like that. And that's just too bad. But you can come peep in my house, which is the first violation of my human rights. Okay? Okay? and come and try to sneak and say that I said something that I didn't say. I just told you. I'd rather not be doing nothing because the Bible says it's about your works. You could say what you want to say on your channel, all eternal, in these people, but whatever you're doing to people behind the scenes doesn't match up with that. And that's what I'm able to see that these other people can't see, that you running the mill around. You see? So we have this energy of Poseidon's revenge. Again, it just came on. Some water energy running here that was sitting in the light of the sun. That's not me. I'm not sitting in the light of the sun. I am the sun. You see what I'm saying? So what we have here is this Pizzagate people ruling things over the kingdom here. Here's the kingdom here. Here's the doors here. Okay, somebody might be telling you that the blue door is the way to the kingdom. All right? I don't know what this door is going to lead you to, but the kingdom seemed like it has something to do with this blue door. But I don't like how this Pizzagate energy is sitting right above that. And then we have the thief here. This mature man could be a thief. And they use some kind of connections, even maybe with this little girl with this power. All right. In order to, but I feel like this is the person that was buried or something. Something happened here. This could have been some kind of race wars or something like this. This could have been brown people coming into a Caucasian neighborhood and doing something to the white people that they thought that you was living with, or you thought they thought I was a traitor, or my dad was a traitor, and they'd be with a white woman, and they could have seen what these people were saying, and somebody could have came retaliate on them. Or it could be the other way around. They could have did that, and then some Caucasian people or something as a part of this family could have came in and did something to me. It could be something here that happened to two innocent people or innocent children. Okay. Or maybe this is a child that was somebody that did things to other children or to other people. This person could have been a natural born vampire as a child, and they found me as a resource for this person to siphon from. All right. But again, we have whoever this is has been weighed down by something. Whoever has the real power, or whoever this person is, this little girl here. All right. This could be the mature, somebody could be a mature man now, but they're a thief, or the past or the history of the past 24 years, this person was a thief. And for the past 5 years, that would give you 29 years, 28. So man is 28 in our deck, but this is the last 29 years. The past 24 years, this person was a thief, keeping somebody on a leash, taking women out, stealing from this child, or using this child to siphon from, keeping this child anchored down. This mature male. And for the past 5 years, this person could have got mature, but now you're dealing with an immature woman here. Okay. And again, there's no reconciliation with this person for whatever reason. Okay. But somebody could have went ahead and took an oath or something to clear their name out of some crimes or something. Or they could be taking this person's junk and put it on me or something like this. Somebody that's 100% innocent. Like I said, these are people that they won't let you live free unless you do crimes. And like I said, the Bible is talking about, or just in general, I could sit here and say, oh, all these people should be this, X, Y, and Z. But if I'm not going out there and doing the works, you get what I'm saying? And if I'm saying something and I'm crying out and watchers or messengers are listening to me and they're taking this back to heaven, if I wasn't a part of heaven, then I should be able to say exactly what I want. There's worse things in the Bible. There's worse things that people are saying behind closed doors. I'm just not afraid to say it right here on the camera because it got to be said. I don't know who's tapped in. All my enemies and demons could be tapped into my head. So if I'm just going within and praying to God, that's just not enough. I have to speak it into existence as well. Talking to myself will make it seem like I'm crazy, like these people want you to think. Talking to the camera is letting people know I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything because I know that my energy is pure. I've never done anything to target anybody or hurt anybody or stalk anybody or anything weird like that. And I'm still standing here after this being done to me all of my entire life. So whatever this is, this girl is immature. The works that you do is immature. They've already put somebody through the ringer and found out that you're not a devil. Even if you was the devil's child, you showing up as the son. Because all of us have millions of different things in our DNA. You probably got 300 different great-grand ancestors going down the board. You get what I'm saying? Since the beginning. You see what I'm saying? So these people could be mad if they want to. But you're not changing anything. And with this Nation of Islam, I heard some girl talking about Nation of Islam or something like this, and if people would have not stopped their funding and blah 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 blah, somebody could be trying to do that to me in my time of being coming to reign. But these people, again, I feel like even communities that even share this existence of Nation of Islam, they're just going to try to penetrate or put their that's like a cultural or a spiritual or a religious aspect that you're trying to put on a whole entire community. That is for an organization or something like this to use. It's not going to be the ways of our land. It's one nation under God, not Allah. So you've been able to do whatever you want to do here, but the buck stops there. If it were up to me, in today, if it was a 1800, there would be no such thing as Islam in America. You may be able to have it in your household, in your individual house, but you would not be able to have it. Because I already know what I've been shown, what I see the future is if we go ahead and get sucked into some Sharia law. They're going to use what's more notable to you is the Black Nation of Islam, but behind that is something else. They're branching off of, again, Islam, not Christianity. This nation was built off Christianity, but Islam has always been there in the dark. They're just peeking their head out of the surface or something right now, in the underworld, in the background, within the greens. It is an organization that specializes, again, Farrakhan is a leader. I'm born to be a ruler or a commander. That's a higher quality individual. Okay. And if I found out the Nation of Islam had something to do with suppressing me in my upbringing, so that somebody else, they could raise up something in my likeness or something that they already been doing dirt in the dark with, the ship would be shut down. It says on there that this is a group. When I look up what kind of group is, it says it supports the Africans of diaspora. It's not talking about the American Indian or the American Negro or the American. It says of the diaspora. That seems like that's the Greens to me. And if you're going to try to use these little sectors like the Greens or these other people like this to hide your involvement in something, it's not going to work. Nothing is going to be hidden. So you could try to delete those files and all that shit that you had over there wherever you at, but it's not going to work. This sector is going to remain what I'm standing for. It's the headlining portion of this. Now, because you're keeping resources from me that are supposed to have been given over to me long, long, long ago, is the only reason why I have not been able to exactly pinpoint everything and annihilate all of this nonsense in these different sectors and factions and all this shit you got going on. That's the only way. That may be causing trouble. It makes no sense whatsoever. I said what I said. It's not that just because I am, that's why they're going to not raise above me. It is because I know what you've been doing in the dark, and I don't want that dirty stuff on my table. So you can dress as fancy as you want to and have your hair done every single day, all nice and neat, but you're filthy on the inside, and I don't want that. If God has given me a chance to have something to do with using the resources that we have here in America to build a better America, and I am America, I'm telling you that it's not happening. You're not going to come raise Africa up because somebody took some oaths and give the person the same power as me. You're not going to recycle my man and steal and kidnap my man and my family and give it to this woman. And I know that that's what you did. And then you're going to go on with that like this is okay. I may not want the family back because they could be compromised at this point. But at the same time, you're going to pay for that. And you're going to be removed from that for that. You get that? That's what you should get instead of trying to get a hold of me and look at me on no computer files, Eternal, and all you hoes, and trying to tap into my energy and my frequency and do something that can't nobody do better than me because I am that. And you're copying off of me. Not going to compete with somebody that had to come in my arena and grasp things that belong to me, like my energy, my essence, my attitude, my intellect, and then debate with you about it when it doesn't have any reason to be in your hands in the first place. You a thief. I was hearing that somebody could have been back then. It was more people were still reading books and stuff. So it may not be online that somebody was it might not be online that somebody was looking up books or looking up information on bloodletting, but somebody could have went to a library. So somebody could have even went in the library and found out about this, and somebody could have got rid of that evidence, or somebody went into the library to get rid of evidence from when somebody rented a book or something that had something to do with this technique. Okay, so somebody was reading something like this here. Okay, somebody was reading materials about this. All right, I said what I said. There's no amount of money in your pocket that can compare to the content of somebody's caricature. Because if I had the same finances that you stole from me, and if I had the same, if I was somebody like Daisy or something that could illegally marry myself to my childhood friend because they had money, and I can go to these big shot people that she was supposed to be going to because she actually was pretty good with science, or she's the one that was supposed to be in that science program, but they chose you anyway. You see, Africa anyway, and you left America behind, okay? And they put you in that program allegedly. You see what I'm saying? This is something that's a little bit deeper rooted than what we're talking about here. And I could go get those fundings to go do research on certain things. A lot of the shit that's going on right now would not have even occurred. So these people are going to be deported. That's on this list that I'm talking about. When they found one thing guilty, nobody's touching me. This is America. I am not going. The I am here ain't going nowhere. Unless it's all expenses paid. You could think what you want. And these people, this group know who I'm talking about. The people that stole my money. And these women that's on this thing, that these tarot readers, they are a part of it. And we are going to go through a cleansing. The people have been doing things like this and siphoning and being vampires for something is not, whatever this new shit you got going on is not natural. I feel it in my bones. I feel it. It's the thing that grabs me down and anchors me. It's not it's not this particular thing. It's the feeling of me, you sitting there trying to make sure make it like everything is okay on the media and things like this. And I know what I feel in my gut and my bones and my body because I'm that conduit. So it's like somebody trying to take the thermostat of America out and place it somewhere because it doesn't do what everything else. Well, look at the people that you are supporting and what they do with the materials and the information and the finances and the positions that they have. They're no better than me. I don't care how much money it seems like they have. Education either. If you're foul person of the foul of the air, you're going to get shot out of it. And you're going to have to figure out how to get on the ground, wobble around, and heal yourself and think about what you've been doing before you can get back up and fly again. That's what you've done to me my entire life, and it stops here. It's done. It's so disgusting when I see you guys take my energy and my essence and split it and put it in front of me and put these girls in front of me and have them speaking me to me. You can't do it. You can't do it. First of all, I'm not trash, so you can't try to compare me to a piece of trash. I don't care if you found my body buried in a dumpster or something. I'm not trash. Dumpster diving. Tanya Ortiz. The initial thing is it, so you feel proud of yourself that you've been able to siphon something from somebody and give it to other people and then say, oh, this person don't have nothing. No, I still have something to offer. I don't see, because these people that are supposed to be speaking and prophesying and speaking in tongues and seeking, you're supposed to be speaking to the public about what you're saying, what you're actually doing behind the scenes, how you really feel from the core. What are you involving your time in? And a lot of these women know about relationships and what this man is doing because you're using your time to manipulate time, money, energy, families. You can't help yourself. You can't to the American dream, because most of these people have a hostile energy in them that have been brought here from third world countries that don't understand the way that we have created a nation here. There's always a little bit of jealousy or copycat or I could do it better. You don't know nothing about your ancestors. Most of these people's ancestors we're talking about, your ancestors are still in wherever you came from to come over here to get a better life. They are not the same people that had to go through the things that we had to go through. And we're gonna stop trying to act like these darker skinned people that was from Africa that have been in Freemason clubs and things like this, that they had to go through the same thing. Your gift was, though, to represent be Masons. You were adopted by, well, in the past, America's daughter, but you failed this time. You went for the sorceresses and the sorors, okay? And you did not support the feminine energy. You did everything to hold this person back. And you can have any of those that you want, especially down in the South when y'all put in that line of demarcation here with the Civil War. You're starting it. But you allowed them to come and take everything from America first and run down South. And then you wonder why there was a such thing as these crowns were taxing people and then also enslaving people. It wasn't, this time it would be about you paying back what the fuck you owe me. Then you can earn your stripes and say your blood, sweat, and tears was let out here. Because the people, I guarantee the people that you're bringing up high that are foreign energies for the past 30, 40, whatever years or something, are these newcomers that you gave those grants to come over here and go to school to be doctors and scientists and lawyers and shit like this. So when America stands up now, the real ones, like I said, all the positions, everything is taken, and you just asked out because you believe these people that are brown-skinned folks is your kin folks. And the Africans and shit, and the people that's coming over here doing voodoo from all the from the islands and stuff like this, these Caucasian people that may not be well rooted. I ain't talking about Louisiana. I ain't talking about these other places that may not be, especially in the north, that may not be well rooted. Well, I think there's a lot of witches up here. I just think it's hidden. They may be afraid, so they're just going. I don't want to make look. We make you mad, and then we seem like we can continue to do it. I don't want to make this bitch mad. This thing be coming in my room at night, something like this. Ain't nobody stupid. I'm not scared of the bitch. And you shunned me. So I don't know. This up to them to make it right. I don't know what to tell you. All of your top, like I said, when you see one that's like me, show it to me. Because I can see the ones you bringing to me are stealing my essence and my energy. So you're no competition for me. If I was in a football competition and somebody found out that the teammates had a hole drilled in the wall so they can go look and listen to the next team while they are guests, but we got it set up so we can look at them and see what their playbook is, and when they huddle up before they run out on the field, you a cheater. And that's why everybody that come here getting beat, it's not because of your skills and your quality of your group and your team. It's because you are you a thief and you a liar and you a cheater. And who is, we got a time to clean something up, who is raising those people to the top? There should be no liars and thieves and cheaters and orgy. So don't be mad, because an orgy can also be people that meet up on Zoom. Orgy can be people that are having sex, group sex or something, but that silly shit is not. Y'all giving too much emphasis on this and making these people think that they got some power, and they laughing at you. Because the real orgies that produce problems for us is these people that don't belong here making decisions for us, huddling up and making rules or making paperwork and shit like this and fooling people that they have some kind of power. So not the ones where they get naked and suck on each other's booty parts. I mean, seriously. It's for real. They're getting their power another way, and you better recognize. This just didn't start here with no voodoo. This is military intelligence. This is all type of foreign intelligence here, all the way up. Attached to these groups and these organizations and stuff that y'all run to, like the Nation of Islam and things like this. I know Farrakhan know who I am. I know Elijah Muhammad know who I am. I've never sat with them and met with them, but my energy tentacles tell me I know who I know. I know that there's a tight community with the Arabic community in the Midwest, in the ones that ran off to Hollywood. Not so much in the political arena, but they have others that are doing that. You're not going to play with me. Yeah, you feel bad for them bitches that's out there in them tents and stuff. Some of them in them hotel rooms and cold and putting on the front. And I know that this Gemini or this other masculine energy, the first wife, huh? Okay. Because I can't find no first pictures of the first wife of and a lot of these people, they crazy because they trying to bully me into liking them. That's what I'm saying. But you're trying to get rid of somebody because I don't want to. That's sexual harassment. Even from bums, because it doesn't matter about what they have. I'm telling you now, these people are hooked up into the intel that's in your Wi-Fi and in your Pandora feed and streaming. They can see me. They can see me. They're streaming. Somebody is the stream and they are streaming. They're tapping into a reservoir. And a lot of these people would be dead on the scene if you just stop them from being able to do this and you make it illegal. You get what I'm saying? You think that you're paying me back and you're tearing up our nation while allowing these people to do whatever this is that they're doing. Dark magic. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever because obviously God didn't want you to have it or you're not supposed to have it or you don't have it. Even if somebody took somebody to court and took away somebody's Ace of Cups, what? I can't hear your nefarious plans, but God is still showing me and things are happening in your lives that's showing that God ain't playing, but some of you faking it, bundled up tight in cold weather to get some kind of sympathy with your white tears, with your Caucasian tears. I got white tears. All I got to do is probably let everything out in one motherfucking series of episode, and y'all gonna feel it. So be careful what you wish for. You know, I want to use my tears when it's time. I don't want to fake cry and manipulate men with my little tears and my sad face to get what I want. No thanks. I can take the punches. But you better be ready when that wrath come out, when it busts out in that stream and that damn break, you better be careful. It's going to balance things right on out. Because you don't have the authority to do what you're doing here with people's energy here. It's going to be balanced out. I'm telling you. And I am going to have what belongs to me. And you people are going to be in the 9 of Swords. Even these elders, these rotten elders. Are you going to be talking about, oh, it's an elder, if an elder went around and killed 10 babies? A nurse at a hospital went and killed 10 babies? Are you going to be thinking about the age of this elder then? Three of Wands. Somebody was already the Most High when they was doing all this shit before. It's time to pay back something here. Okay? It's time for somebody, for these people that have so much to give back what you stole. We have star energy in reverse. So somebody might got a lot of badges or something like this, but somebody is just not a star. Period. You're trying to force this person to be a star. Somebody does not have star quality. They just don't. And whoever this is can't keep this lady's back broken or keep stripping this woman backbone from her, knowing she's the backbone of the nation and giving it to these snails and these slimy roaches and these slimy rats and snakes and let them go ahead and feel what it feels like. And you've never even let the person that is the backbone experience utilizing their power, their resources, and their mind to help. You're not going to keep on sitting this person down or harming this person so that they won't disabling this person or something so that they cannot move on. Acting like you care when you're the reason why she can't get up out of the seat. With your crystal glasses that's in the mud. It's dirt and black stuff growing on these crystal vases or these crystal skulls that you are delivering from this same family that have something to do with this fake faux Ramsey case that has something to do with many deaths, not just that one child that looks so cute in them pictures. And that still didn't break y'all down to get the truth and fix the situation. So it probably wouldn't even matter if it was a little black chocolate little girl or a brown girl like me that was being shown or not. You still don't care. This lets me know that there's something nasty here when it comes to children here. Okay, reproducing trashy children that grew up with their mothers that got dirty minds and filthy minds that teach them the wrong way to procreate is not the way to populate. To somebody that has everything in their right mind and their being to be orderly, to try to act like that person is not the one that was supposed to be populated, that you're filthy, nasty thinking people because they look a little bit lighter skinned or something like this should be the ones that should be repopulated and be in charge. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. After you harm somebody that was an innocent person or something like this. Those children are not going to survive anyway. They're going to kill each other. Oh, I forgot. You need that back. Just like they bring the drugs in and then, the people say it's okay. Yes, we will sell them in our community because that's the only way it would be better happen. You see, you had to say that. And you love something that you created that you know you need to shut down more than what God created. And that's a problem. We got the hermit energy, this Virgo. This Virgo could have their hand on the kingdom and they had their hand on this child. This Virgo might be about to be anchored down too. And this Candy, yeah. Because this has something to do with this sacrifice. That's why he said John Bonet moved to Colorado at 11. I mean, in 2011. So I would have been, I think, 2001. 11, I think. There's something about the 11 energy, okay, or something that happened to somebody, another ritual that happened to somebody when they were 11 years old. Underneath the house of this Sagittarius, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, whatever this is. This Taurus. In me. It's like showing up with full power and they're like, hey, where y'all get this power from? And they got 4 people's name on the list, but the 5th person is the most powerful person. And you just never put their name on the list. And you made sure that they would never be looked at as like a street famous person. They would never be seen as a popular person in school. They would never grow up to be somebody that even if you did strip them naked and use them in some kind of nefarious way, they would never get full recognition. Even if everybody loved this person and loved the way they look, you created something else in the limelight or to be world famous to get that type of world famous recognition and not the person that people were actually glorifying at that time. You're not sneaky and you're not slick. And so if it's my image and somebody else is using it to get rich, guess what? You owe me, bitch. Wheel of Fortune. Okay? Like I said, you have these people here. There's even 4 people here, including the thieves is 5. But there you go right here. The Wheel of Fortune. What is the Wheel of Fortune with the Weaver? What is the Weaver sitting on? The sun. And what is the sun sitting on? Let's see. The Scout. Somebody tried to give somebody up. Somebody could have even tried to say, you could just have it, take it, or do whatever you want to do with this person, and something didn't work out. Or somebody did, and they made a lot of money off this person. That was not in devil energy, that had lovers or something like this, or people that they was friends with, or whatever, the sun energy possibly. All right, when they were younger. But I feel like this maiden of vassals here was a skinwalker, and she was using somebody's body. This My Queen's Eye, this Lynn. Boyd energy. Drewski energy. Moses, Aaron. It's just, I'm thinking, how long have my real dad been out of the picture? It's funny that they all have biblical names, and my dad's name is William. Doesn't mean that he's a royal. It just means that this is significant.
Our members lose 21% of their body weight. Sign up now at WeightWatchers.com.
We have morning in the reverse. Somebody was sending me that song, Good Morning, but there's no morning here. Somebody's going to be getting a union, and somebody is going to be. I know you splice the you use my DNA, Kanye's DNA, and Jay-Z's DNA to splice that Phoenix Marvelous. And any of them that I find that have a little bit too much access to me, or they've been doing something or copying, or they seem a little bit, you already fucking canceled. It would be like a child coming against a mother. Yeah, if men are crazy about this person's shape or something, that's what they could be used for. But you're not going to be the science in the mind frame of this that's going on here. Because whatever this is, you can't cut me out of nothing. You can't cut me out of nothing. And don't talk to me about lust when somebody's sitting over there in a lustful situation in Vegas, driving in sports cars and fucking and having sex and everything like this. Sex that they tried to say that was better than what they had somewhere else, which is a motherfucking lie. Okay? You just going off of somebody's outside appearance. You a lie. I already have been told you're not creating none, you didn't create none, or nothing like this that can outweigh what I'm supposed to be delivering to whoever I'm supposed to be with right now. This is some type of preference, some kind of social construct preference that you got going on. It's period. Because right now it's about nation building. Yeah, there's times when it's supposed to be about lust and love and war and sex and fucking and all this. But at some point in time, somebody got to be serious about something. And I'm talking about the positions. I'm talking about these people don't want these positions. You just don't want me to have it because it's going to crash down whatever you got going on. And it's too fucking bad. I don't know what to tell you. We have fun on my channel. I'm sorry. We have fun on my channel. Check my temperature when I'm doing my videos. There's nothing lustful about anything. We're having fun on my platform. Since we're dealing with little tidbits and pieces and stuff, I just put it all together. I don't have to prove nothing to you. When you're holding back the Ace of Cups, which is my energy that will keep me in the frequency right now, I didn't do anything bad with my Ace of Cups like you're doing. So why would you think that you should take mine? So somebody need to take this judgment back through that court and take away these Ace of Cups, because the formula that you're using came from my energy, from these women that don't like me and attack me with my energy, and you want to take away my Ace of Cups so I can't protect me? It's about knowledge. So I can be drained and always tired because I got to go deeper within to even be able to know when somebody's sending an attack out for me? You going to experience some problems around your family and whatever the fuck you trying to hold dearly. So you going to release my scientists, all right, that been keeping shit in the float for me, and you're gonna tie up this Kazmika, your African scientists and your motherfucker. In a time for war, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't want no foreign intelligence handling the science and the makeup of my people on my fucking land when it comes down, when I can tell that we're being attacked at all sides. Now, you was able to fool these people when you got in their mental. You can't fuck with my mental like that. And make me feel bad. I don't give a fuck about you thinking that I'm prejudiced when I'm trying to protect my land and my money, my resources, myself. And right now, there's nothing to even salvage but a couple of ones that's still real. You're not cutting nobody off. You're not cutting me off. We got judgment out here for these girls that you got out here strung out on the streets, or hoping that they could get somebody to come by and they can tip them off or give them some head so they can get a couple dollars for a hotel room. You must be out your fucking mind. That'll say whatever you want so they can get out of the cold. You some cold motherfuckers. Play that shit with somebody else. 10 of Pentacles. Temperance. Balance is going to be restored here. Well, whatever this judgment is that's coming in. These women should not know, between me and my men or my nation or whatever this is that we're doing, should not know information before me to come bring it to me. And what you giving is garbage. It ain't even really what's really going on behind the scenes. But I can read between the lines a little bit. Or I'm looking above your head. some kind of revenge is in reverse or something like this. And then we have knighthoods or some knights falling. What is that for? And then we have these feathers or something here that are in the upright about a situation. They don't have any enthusiasm because you've been over there messing with Phoenix Moon and them. That got a reason why they trying to get you to condemn me, because these people want to continue to have access and molest me mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. After they've done wrong or they had a chance to include somebody and they didn't. I don't want to be around any of those people. I don't want them in my high places, period. And when they said that the people is coming running like children, that shit is over. Seven of Pentacles. I don't want to hear anything that you have to say once I find out that you were the people that were running with these people that were trying to restrict me and keep things and steal from me and other people. Innocent people. Upright, chosen people. That thought they should do everything opposite of what God said. It wasn't your place. King of Cups is in reverse. Somebody is a fake King of Cups. And they're not enthusiastic at all. They're just a bland person. They're kind of bland. Okay? But hold on one sec. If in order for something for me to be saying to be relevant, I got to have a King of Cups by my side. That's what I'm saying about even in the Bible when it said women can't speak in church or in unions, or the sharecroppers, they couldn't go with them to hold on one second. They couldn't go with them to find out about information. They had to wait until the person came home, the person that was already ripping them off, to come home and tell them what was going on in the court proceedings about the land. Or, that don't even make no sense, because the women we talking about is these foreign people that you brought over here, and you think you're about to sit above me in my own court system or on my own land. You're not making no sense. So you're not my people. Therefore, something got to get wiped out and cleaned or something like this and redone. So somebody could also be having a King of Cups. These men could be gathering together to put somebody's husband in the King of Cups in reverse. Or they were trying to make this like the King of Cups, but it's not. And they're trying to look like, oh, look what we presented here. This man, he's like us. He wants to, he don't love her no more. He's ready to like treat her like the rest of these hoes. So he's ready to go. Yeah, and all of you motherfuckers is gonna go. Yeah.
My hair is so bad.
No, it's cute. It's actually the cutest.
Coming out.
No, it's cute.
Bad when I put it there.
No, it's okay. Maybe it's not meant to, because some people it don't look right when they do a twist out and they just leave it out. Some people, it look better like this though. A lot of people can't put it up in the bun and they look cute like that. By the time they get it in the bun, it look messed up. So you might just be one of those people that hairstyles with twist out look better. Yeah, so even if I know something is off about the children, right? It's better if I sit there and look jealous at my child because she looked beautiful still. Or the child that I'm raising, right? That's the kind of women that you like. That I should be trying to tell my child to wear something ugly or something fast or something like this to taint them. Or I'm supposed to be jealous of my children or something like this, even if they're not mine or something like this. No, I'll just write up the edict, or I'll write up something to say that these people can't overstep me. They're free to be, but they cannot overstep me. Ever. 10 of Swords, because I know that their makeup is something else, or I may not be their mother. 10 of Swords. I told you, y'all gonna be getting, yeah, because these people were the ones that debilitated somebody and then want to make you think that you got to jump on a whole bunch of wands and dicks in order to make it in life. When I already was higher than you motherfuckers ever gonna be when God birthed me slightly within the past 5 to 7 years. So you could keep that. The only thing is the information is not coming in. The intel is not coming down how it was. And so, again, it's kind of like, oh, well, I don't know what's going on. It's almost like you're trying to fire somebody from a position you cannot. Just the same way you can change your draws and change your hoes, but you cannot change the world card energy. And we're not talking about no father in the sea. We're not talking about no father on earth. We're not talking about no father under the ground. We're talking about somebody in the heavens. It may not even be in your filthy heaven that you created to try to make as a gap to block out the real heavens. But if it ain't there, motherfucker, it's in me. This Taurus is in reverse too. So whatever King of Cups, even if this is the Graham boy or the Coleman boy, or it's any of your boys, the Olsen boy, the Bruton boy, the Pitts boy, the Parham boy, the Windsor boy, whoever it is. Whoever these two people is dual. You got a lot of these little pairs. Your 100 different Burke Ramseys that you created. Your 100 different Sarah Olsons you created. So if I can do all this without being in the frequency, boo-hoo to them bitches that think you doing something because you is in the frequency, because you ain't still gonna be doing it better than me. It wasn't made like that. It's like somebody been oppressed all their life and they want to stand up. Oh, this is what I'm supposed to be. Okay, I could do great at this. Let me, okay, give me my office. Let me know what materials or something. And you want to be that so bad. Stop. Stop. Just give up. Whatever y'all built, okay, you had fun. Okay, using my stuff or something like this. But the unfortunate thing is this, these sons was gravitating and snatching on to me and creating false marriages with me. And their California girls were birthing children through me or having babies and stealing grapes from me so they can have seed. Okay, we see what was going on. Now it's time to pay. And that means that you are foreign and I'm not, and you had to gravitate onto me to do so. And somebody is sitting here trying to say, oh, somebody, you probably killed all them children. Then now you're trying to bring something else up because the energy was already there and open. And now you try to do it two ways. Well, let's see who's going to talk this shit. You're not God. Who's going to hold off to the end and not bust a hole? I'm not fucking with you on that level. I don't know what y'all do unless God show it to me. So I'm different than that bitch that been running with you doing it. You are the ones that's going to suffer for the sins of these particular feathers or whatever that did this fucked up shit right here. It's not me. How would I be held accountable for what was done to me? Are you crazy? Whatever these women are, they are not married to this man or something like this, or whoever these men is. It was not necessary. These men does not want to be married. They was only married to me because of the finances or the open vote or the account that they was talking about in that John Ramsey's note, which there's another note or another way to communicate. Somebody made somebody go learn how to talk their language or something. There was something else written in a book or something like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The necessary things is not in that fucking note. I can tell you that much. Somebody already knew what was up. They was already being harassed by these people or something like this. They didn't know how these people knew that they were sleeping with that girl Sally on the way from work. They didn't know how somebody knew how much money they got in their bank. These people was already tormenting these people or something like this, telling them what they wanted or something like this. So there was already and they could have played it off like, you know what I'm saying? Or like I be saying, yeah, y'all ain't touching me or nothing is like this or whatever. And then they fuck around and found out. Okay, I fucking around and found out so long ago. But these people, instead of just taking and ending my person's life and my children's life, you try to seem like I kidnapped my children that I birthed. I'm pretty sure you changed blood samples at the hospital or something like that. Like what? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, somebody is a whole Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Over here. Hold on one second. What else do you